yogsradio.com and acceleratorradio.net. Anyway, guys, we're just going to get it going here tonight. It's Saturday night, and today is January 28th, 2023. Took me a minute to think that through. Wow, pretty sad, huh? Anyway, how are you doing tonight, Laura G?
I am doing okay tonight. Okay. Yeah.
Spank, how are you tonight?
I'm feeling great.
Goody, how are you, sir?
I'm blessed.
Yeah?
Thank you.
What about you, Ron?
I'm good. I'm excited.
What about you, Rashi? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just fine.
Okay.
I'm hanging in there.
Hanging in there, right? Rashi, let's just go into it.
Okay.
Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Go, not even a preface. Just roll with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me actually make sure that everything's plugged in here correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I'm about to show you, what y'all are about to listen to,
And here you can see.
is extremely graphic. And it's not for the faint of heart. It will disturb you if you haven't already seen it. You might have an idea of what I'm about to show you, and if you feel uncomfortable watching this, I honestly do not blame you, because what you are about to see actually has me doing things from a business standpoint to actually have to sign in to actually show you this actual footage. Now,
Alright.
here we go. Just to get an idea.
Damn, I didn't do anything. Hey, I didn't turn your ass around. All right. Hey, you don't do that, okay? Get on the ground. Get on the ground. I'm going to change your ass. All right, I'm on the ground. Lay down. That's all. Lay down. Please change the ground. I'm going to tase you. Get on the ground. Lay down. One. Now, I'm all right, okay, all right. Break your okay, dude, damn. Put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your back. Okay, stop. I'm gonna knock your ass. Hey, you guys are really doing a lot right now. Bro, lay down. I'm just trying to go home. Man, if you don't lay down, I am on the ground. Put your hands on your stomach. I got it. Spray. Okay. Get the fuck back. Stop. I'm not doing it. Wipe you. Hey! Give me a hand! You might get sprayed again! Hey! Hey, Mike! Hey, bro! Watch out! Oh!
I know.
So, that was, as y'all can probably hear from the screams and everything, ladies and gentlemen, that was the body cam footage of what happened to Mr. Tyree Nichols. As y'all saw, he was being chased by police officers. This happened in Memphis, Tennessee. We saw him being roughhoused, and just the way that he was being arrested was not something that, like, honestly should be seen or and honestly experienced. But it's a very familiar feeling if you have ever been stopped by police officers here in the United States of America. Every black man, actually, I'm not gonna say every, I'm gonna say majority of black men know what this looks like. And so he was pepper sprayed, and then he died from his injuries like 3 days after he was arrested. He was arrested January 7th. And he ended up dying 3 days after due to the injuries that happened to him from the arrest. You saw 5 officers kicking him, kneeing him, basically beating him as if he wasn't another brother.
Do we know why this was a pullover? Do you gentlemen? Have you any ideas, Bank? Have you heard anything, Goody?
Let's see. Let's actually look into why.
I don't think it's been released as to why they pulled him over.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like,
an
why is
interesting
there?
component is that these police officers were a part of some elite special gang unit, right? But there hasn't been any indication that Tyree was a gang member or engaged in that, but they tended to police that area. And he was 100 yards from his home when this happened.
And I believe he was skateboarding. I believe.
No, they dragged him out of a car. He was in his car.
Oh, yeah.
He was a skateboarder.
Oh yeah, he was a skateboarder, and like it was a traffic stop. It was a literal like routine traffic stop, and these are the officers that actually did this to him.
Isn't that horrifying?
And
That's just.
and
All of them black too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
yep. And here are their names from left to right: Demetrius Haley, Tadarius Bean, Emmett Martin III, Desmond Mills, and Justice Smith, and Justin Smith. 4 of the 5 of them posted bail on their bond. So Mills, Smith, and Bean had a $250,000 bond, and Martin and Haley had a $350,000 bond, and at least 4 of the 5 of them posted bond and were released. So it was Desmond Mills and Justice Smith, as well as Emmett Martin and Tadarius Bean. The only one that has not paid his bond is Demetrius Haley, and he still has to pay a $350,000 bond. So right now he is still in jail. More than likely, we will hear within the coming days on the court process on when they will have their day in court. We've already heard the testimony from the family of Tyree Nichols. We've heard what they had to say.
So what do you guys have to say?
And now we want to hear what everyone here has to actually say about what y'all just watched.
I think it's a big example of just how deep our self-hate really is. Because to be an officer and know what we go through as black people, you know, just dealing with the law, to then say I'm gonna beat my brother who looks just like me in a manner similar to, you know, how we're beaten by the dominant society, if not worse. It's like, what motivating factor do you have inside of you that says someone who looks just like me I need to beat to death, and that's okay? And then to get riled up by it as though to, you know, it's almost encouraged. Like, what is running through your mind? So I think it speaks to the self-hate we have in our community, and just what we have to do about, you know, policing ourselves as well as choosing who polices us. Because I think we're at a point now where we can't just keep relying on this system to provide us with the protection we're not getting. You know, of course not all cops are bad, but it's like, at what point does the accountability set in to where the majority of good cops step in and hold these other cops accountable?
Right.
Because unfortunately we know how this goes. They're fired, which means, okay, you probably can get transferred somewhere else. I'm not sure what funds you have on the side due to the police union, things of that nature. I don't know what it looks like for you to re-enter as a cop. Are you allowed to do it? We don't know. And then two, unfortunately, actually very fortunately for these brothers, is they're gonna get their, you know, Negro wake-up call. You know, when we kill ourselves, we're not held to the favorism that you know, white people can get away with killing us. Mm-hmm. With us, they'll throw the book at us for doing it to us. Because as we can see, they got arrested in jail. Everything happened, I think, in almost the same hour. You know,
right. And like that was something that I was going to comment on, where it's just like you saw how quick they were to act when it was black officers, and that also lets you know that blue life don't matter when you black.
Blue over black?
Come on.
Blue over black.
Right.
And it's a very coded language. It's like, okay, I don't want to overtly say, hey, I'm cool with whatever they do to you black people, but I'm going to go ahead and codify it and say blue. And for anybody that goes, oh, well, I got cops in my family too, you know, and we're all looking in disgust at this.
All my friends are black.
Yeah, all my friends are black. But it's like if this happens with a white officer and a black person,
I need y'all to chill.
Yeah.
I have a lot of black friends.
I voted for Obama twice.
It is okay. I voted for Obama. I hope that Michelle runs for president, and I will vote for her as well.
Guys, I saw Black Panther, Wakanda.
Right. I saw Wakanda.
It's Wakanda forever.
But if it's a white cop, all of a sudden we got to get the facts straight. I'm not sure if the camera was clear, and there's all these circumstances for us to get.
Oh yeah, they have to do a full-blown investigation. Back a moment, they just go through this whole I call it just call it as it is. I just call it bullshit because to me it's just like, to me it's clear as day what happened. Right. The same way that this was clear as day, and they deserve what's happening to them because they did what they did. Mm-hmm. But I just want this same level of treatment and this same level of urgency to be across the board, not just for a singular case, but for the multitude of cases that this has transpired over the millennia. And I say millennia because this was going on for since way before I was even a thought, since way before I was even born. These things has been happening. The only thing that's changed is the fact that we have cameras. They have body cams that they have to have on. So we can actually demand that footage and actually hold them accountable for what they're doing to us, to just minorities in general. And we see how in like these other types of arrest where they will try to de-escalate the situation for them, but yet when they see a minority, they see a threat. They see something that needs to be eliminated. Shoot first, ask questions later, because they see us as less than. They see us just as monsters that will literally just kill and rape.
Some of them be scared too. Like a lot of them officers. It's crazy to see all black people doing that. Oh, sorry. Like to see how like usually you be like, yo, we need more brothers. We need more Mexicans up in there. We need people of color up in there. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of stuff that happen. But like a majority of the I want to say a majority. I don't really know the count on them. But like you can tell, like you get the vibe from like officers. It's a bunch of people that's been bullied. They they finally get in they get in a position of authority, and then they like, this is my get back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in fact, now I got my hand on the trigger.
Yeah, you can't really beat the police. You can, if we all get our mind right, but like,
right.
No, who gonna go get the badge? You know what I'm saying? So everybody pull up the second car, pull up the third car, pull up.
Right. It's not even worth it.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
But you see the black officers do that, and how it was just mind-boggling for me. You know what I'm saying? How did that affect any of you gentlemen? If you don't,
I didn't like it because the dude, he seemed aggressive to me. Like you can hear it in his voice.
And he's calling for his mother.
I seen another video from another body cam from one of the other cops, and I guess they pepper sprayed the officer trying to get him. He walked away, walked down the street coughing and all that. Then came back and still beating on him. Like it was crazy.
And I saw from that angle, there's I guess like a street cam
Mhm.
that
Oh, yeah,
has
the
no
corner.
audio.
On the corner.
And they actually hold him up
and
while
just take
the
him.
cops
Yeah.
punch him. I mean, that's some Ku Klux Klan shit.
You just went too far.
I just speaking to what you said about. I just saw a video of older white man charging an officer with a machete, and he was.
And they
he
didn't shoot him?
Did not shoot him.
No.
I'm like, how you
No.
that de-escalate that? But
Right.
they don't keep the same energy.
But here's the question. These are 5 black men, right?
Mm-hmm.
So are we to believe that the police training targets black men of color as animals and they're all drinking that Kool-Aid?
Absolutely.
I mean, I mean, we got too large of a sample size of these instances. Like we've just to name a few. We got the Tamar Rice. We got just Emmett Till. And the list.
Rodney King.
Reminds me of.
Rodney King.
This
And
is worse than that, y'all.
It's gonna get to the point where I feel like,
Right.
That's why I was like, damn.
me personally,
The
like,
brutality
the
and the fact that they
homegirl
black.
that got basically shot in her own home.
They feel like they have immunity too. Like they're not. They don't have to face no consequences. So like, hey, like, you can get away with murder. So you know what I'm saying? Like, hesitate to
Exactly. Goody, right?
Yeah.
So exactly like brother said, there really don't have quote unquote consequences. Like if something goes down with the police, and I could be wrong here, definitely fact check. They get a lawyer. They don't have to answer questions till they get the story correct. They don't have to do no media, nothing. There's a police union with funds at the ready for them to subsidize their expenses when they go through suspension with pay and the bonuses and GoFundMe's. You almost make more money for killing, black, brown, red, yellow than you would just doing your actual job. So it's almost incentivized. Like, damn, if I kill this black dude, my GoFundMe gonna be up $250. Police, shit, I can go on this trip to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, and it's just like they won't really see like a true prison. They won't see like a true jail where they'll be locked up with the inmates, where like the inmates can actually say, you know what, mark him.
need some get back.
Right, they're not gonna get those opportunities. But yet, in another instance where let's just say there was a cop killer, and they catch him. Oh, he not living through anything.
he's not gonna make it out the car.
No.
He's going to be
They're the
going
biggest
on a ride.
gang, man.
Right.
They're the biggest gang.
And they got cop gangs like that, and people like they get rankings for that too. They I think it was like Manhattan Beach or something like that. South the police department out there.
They got the executioners that are out here in I believe it's either in Compton, Long Beach,
It
or
was Compton. They got the one in Manhattan Beach.
right.
And those are the ones that got exposed.
Right.
What is this again? Can you repeat what it's called again?
Okay, hold on a second, Mom. I can give you the actual. Let's see.
And that's the thing. It's like at this point, we've seen enough to know this is only just going to keep repeating itself unless we take personal accountability. Like we have to do for self in terms of policing our own organization.
Do we become vigilantes?
It's not even vigilantes, because at this point we have to understand that we have a right to defend ourselves,
That's what I'm saying.
and there's a right of self-preservation. Like even an ant, if it sees you coming,
It runs.
It's gonna run. A
It
zebra
know.
tries to avoid a lion.
Right,
So
right,
it's
right.
Right.
Almost unnatural.
It's big
how-
game hunting every
Right.
day.
Might as well start like a plot. Me personally, I would like to love for everybody to start applying pressure to the police. You know what
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying?
talking about.
They'll be
The
they'll-
same way
they'll
they
think
apply for
twice.
their own,
Yeah.
like how Nip said, he was like, you looking for yourself.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
We need to get like some Huey Newton style justice.
All right, and these are the actual names of the gangs that have been discovered out here, just in Los Angeles. So you got
The
the
gangs of the police.
They got the Spartans.
they got the Banditos, the Buffalo Soldiers, the Cavemen,
Whiteys.
the Compton Executioners, the Cowboys. That's ironic.
They got the 3,000 boys.
The Grim Reapers, the Jump Out Boys, the Little Devils, the Little Red Devils, the Linwood Vikings, the Pirates, the Posse, Rattlesnakes, Regulators, Spartans, Tasmanian devils. They didn't even spell Tasmanian right, but I'm not going to get on that. 3,000 boys, 2,000 boys in the Wayside Whiteys.
And the thing is like, you know, they, and not to encourage violence, but it's all like, is it going to take like, okay, a community stands up against y'all and meet you with the way you're applying, you know, pressure to us? Is that going to be like, okay, now you think twice? What is it going to take for you to say, let me do my job? Because the thing people like to run to is, oh, the statistics show you guys do this. I'm like, well, statistically, white males kill more cops than anybody, and it's a landslide. Yet he can have a gun, a rocket launcher, a manifesto, pre-planned. He can have your knife. He can shoot you, stab you. But for some reason, now you have a taser. Now you have a beanbag gun. Now you know all these self-defense moves. But with us, oh, well, I mean, you guys turn into super Negroes when you're off the drugs. It's like, they look at us like mutants. Like, I don't understand it. Oh, it's like, I think we definitely as a people, you know, we have to come to our communities and say, hey, we have to police ourselves to where it's all like, you know what, police, we got it. Because white communities do the same thing, and don't let them tell you otherwise. Yeah, they have the neighborhood watch, but they also have their organizations. They work in conjunction with their street organizations as well to move and manipulate things in the way it's supposed to go. Now, if we do it, all of a sudden, oh, well, we're doing crime and this. But when we do it, it's organization. And I'm not saying that, oh, we have to do every wrong, but we definitely need to be in some type of unity from the top down to where it's all like, okay, he did steal from my grandma's house, but I know his people's. So our neighborhood protection team is going to get him, bring him in, you know, we'll talk to him, iron it out. Police don't need to get involved. Okay, if the police do get involved, we're watching to make sure the police are getting involved in the proper way. Like, hey, you don't need to break his arm. Just right. You know, things like that. But I think, and I'll end off with this, it's something we need to take away from what we were doing like before, like the civil rights, like that era. Black people, you know, we were wearing the hell out of the U.S. government. You did something to us, we making you hear about it. The government's like, what the hell do we do to calm them down? And I'm not saying we got to be violent, but we need to understand there's power when we make demands, and we have to make sure our demands aren't to appease those that are oppressing us, but for actual tangibles to give us the results we need.
It takes a community to raise a child. You know, we need to unify, like you said, man, and really get with these kids, you know, like this youth, the youth, we need to really, you know, get them in some positive stuff, you know, like sports and stuff, or just after school programs, and just, I don't know, I think.
I see like a bleeding heart in you, Goody. I feel like it's like, oh, so much in there, you know what I mean, to save, you know what I mean, to help the next generation.
Sure. I'm a coach. I coach my son's team, and you know, my son's baseball team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I just like that saved my life growing up in Watts. You know, like just being able to have that and stay out of the, you know, because it's a lot of, you know, idle time that is just not good.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Do something positive. I think. I mean, I know I'm kind of getting sidetracked.
No, you're not. This is what the show is about.
Yeah, no, but I think if we get together and like start with the children, like the youth, it'll be more community based, and then we can start the unification of our, you know, people, and eliminate that the policing of us. We could just do it ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How old is your son?
I have 3 boys.
Yeah?
Yeah. 7, 10, and 17.
Now, how do you handle your emotions coaching your son? Do you handle your emotions okay? Do you get like that? What do you? How do you handle that?
Patient. I'm really patient with him. You know, I try to make it fun for him, and just I like to just get him off the screens, you know, and have him go outside and do some physical activity, you know, and bond with them too, you know, because I think a male role model in their life, a positive male role model in the kid's life, it makes a big difference. You know.
Agreed. Absolutely agree. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Of course, yes, sir. I don't know, guys. We're in the new world order. Rocka, you in the mood to talk? Could you let me know your opinion?
Man, about what, ma'am?
Mr. Tyreek Nichols, and when you see that, hear that, where do you go? Where do you go mentally? Where do you go mentally?
I was shocked.
Isaiah.
Shock was the first thing that it was. I thought when I first, initially when you hear a story like that, you think, oh, white folks at it again, they beating us, right? So when I found out it was 5 black cops, I was like, what? That's crazy.
From an FOI standpoint,
yeah.
Where do you go with that?
Oh man, they got to deal with it personally. I think we would have disciplined them brothers for real, took them to the back and handled that situation. Justice is justice, no matter where it's coming from, whether we get unjustly done by white people, Asian people, our own people, we deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing goes under the rug. So, I pray that healing comes to the family and they get justice. That wasn't right. So I was just shocked, more than anything. And, I pray that brother gets all the justice he deserves. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm still in shock about it, to be honest. So I'm processing it together as a brotherhood, as black people, you know what I'm saying? So we're just processing it, man, because this is crazy. So, and I think this is the first time we ever heard of something like this. Right?
I've never seen something
I've
so
never seen nothing
outrageous.
like this before. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
What about you, Lord G?
I agree. There's so many levels and so many layers, right? As Lord Rocka said, we've never really seen this before to this degree. We expect that to happen with white America, right? We've been expecting that since we stepped off the slave ship, right? But it's a deeper hurt and a deeper pain. And Rome, I think it goes back to what you say, this whole idea of self-hatred, right?
Facts.
For you to be able to do that to a person that looks like you, or to do that to your race of people who have been oppressed in this particular way. And I think that what landed on me so profoundly was how cavalier they were as he laid in the streets. They had casual conversation about where's my flashlight, about, oh my gosh, I dropped this, or he made me run. While this man is laying in the street. What does that say for the black family? What does that say for us as a race of people?
Right.
I mean, it's very, very disturbing and troubling. And Rome, how do we institute self-pride and begin to eradicate the self-hatred amongst our youth?
This is a great question, and I think, just like the Honorable Mr. Louis Farrakhan teaches, we have to erase self-hate with self-love. We have to know knowledge of self, knowledge of God, and knowledge of the devil in that order. Because when you know who you are as a person in relation to God, you'll treat yourself and people who look like you in a way more respectful manner. Because, that's what's so dangerous about our predicament here in North America is we've been robbed of our God, religion, culture, and everything, and it's been replaced with white deities. So we know we could do whatever the hell we want between the lines of our hoods from the east side to the west side. But you'll think a little bit before you go up to Beverly Hills or, the Valley and try some of this stuff, because you already know instinctively there's a higher price to pay when you touch someone who's of lighter or whiter skin. But because we're trained in the eyes of the slave master through this, world we live in, we know, okay, there's really no punishment from killing myself. And granted, crime is proximity based, but the way in which we do it with such, like, as we saw that cavalier, that's a lack of love. I think Dr. Joy DeGruy, she talks about cognitive dissonance heavy and how, when white people look at other white people doing a crime, there's that, oh, I can see myself in this white child who's 14. Even though he has a gun, he tried to rob a bank, he's probably just going through it at home like I was going through it at home. When they see a black person, it's like, well, he don't look like me. TV told me that he's a criminal. The music tells me he's a criminal. He's just a killer. So I don't I don't have any reason to respect his life. His life isn't. This is subhuman. Killing him doesn't trigger any pain point in my brain.
Wow.
So until we as a people, you know, get to a point where we love ourselves enough to protect ourselves and value ourselves, then, you know, it starts to pour out to where on the outside looking in, they say like, okay, I can't really touch this person because they love themselves enough to fight back.
But I'm just so nervous about that generation because I get that with white America, right? But it seems as if these 5 men have somehow been brainwashed to take on that mantra. Right? So I am looking at someone who looks like me, right? But I'm not making that, I don't have that empathy, right? Like you say within the white community, oh, he's 14, he brought a gun to school, he shot the teacher through the hand, he was just, you know, his parents would get divorced. So he's going through something. But there is no empathy there in these gentlemen that I see.
And unfortunately, so our people, we're fighting a two-front battle because we have the enemy on the outside and the enemy on the inside. Unfortunately, all skin folk ain't kinfolk, as we all know. So we have to, you know, make these quick decisions about like, all right, is this person operating from a love standpoint, or are they operating from this, okay, self-hate? Clearly, we see that as an example of self-hate. And we need to, as a community, before anybody else gets the chance to, hold that kind of stuff accountable. Because the first person you should be looking behind your back if you try something like this in the hood is, goddamn, is my house okay? Like, am I going to be able to just drive up to my house and everything's going to be cool? When you have to start double thinking, can I sleep peacefully at night? And not to promote violence, at the end of the day, you know, the Quran teaches we're not the aggressor, but we fight like hell with those who fight against us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, you there's no way you're going to fight me and think God gave me the ability to defend myself and I'm not going to use it. So we, like I said, I think it's just that's where the personal community accountability comes in, of just holding people accountable. Now what that looks like, you know, we'll let the community decide, but that's where it has to be at.
Wow, that's all I can say. I thank you, gentlemen, for your time to talk about it. We could continue to talk. It just disturbing and mind-boggling, and I'm glad we had an opportunity to chop it up. But I also want to chop up about what you gentlemen do to get that money, men in business, right, Lord Rocco? We're going to get that money. So, you want to talk about it, Ron?
Oh, man, I've been talking a lot with these brothers.
All righty, we're just going to go down the panel. We're going to talk about that money, Spank. Talk to us, sir. Men in business.
Oh, yeah. I do my music thing, and I'm with my brother. We be doing our skits. We shoot movies, interviews. Got the clothing thing going. We're working on starting it up, you know. And I got other little things I be doing too, but yeah.
What allows you, or I should say drives you, to be an entrepreneur? What parts? You see what I'm saying? How does that create it?
I feel comfortable doing stuff I love, like on my own time. It's more like, it feels better when you're doing something you love doing, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like going and working. You know, sometimes you go to a 9 to 5, like, I don't even want to be here, man. Like, man, I'm tired of my coworkers.
Right.
I'm tired of my coworkers, but like, you know, we do our skits or we're doing music, you know.
And when you say skits, tell me more about that.
We got, it's all common. We got comedy, we got comedy skits, we got, I got whatever, like life stuff, like whatever we're going through with life, I just, like, everything I've been through, even if it was like messed up stuff, I just make fun of it, you know, laugh about your pain.
Do you write about it? I mean, because like, do you like a play kind of a thing, give characters with the skits?
Sometimes we write it out, or sometimes we just improv. We have like a concept, what we want to do, and then we just act it out. Like, you know, it's regular because it's real life stuff we done been through. Now we're just making fun out of it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
Yeah, I love doing it.
What about editing? Do you do like once you get that finished product? How do you know what to do with it?
That's my brother. He can do all the editing. Yeah.
All right, sir.
I'm mostly behind the camera and I do the editing and stuff. And I enjoy it too. Like you said, it's fun to me. I'm passionate about it. I love it. You know, it's fulfilling and rewarding. And
yes.
Yeah, check out the Gusto on YouTube.
Okay, let's do it. Let's check it out.
And
we're gonna pull it up.
It's some crazy stuff on there too, but you know,
let's do it.
All good. We got one of them we did at the radio station. Oh, we did a podcast. My boy, my homegirl, No Filter Gang. They got their podcast going. So we was talking about when rappers go to like radio stations and do interviews. You know?
Okay.
I'm still getting my feet with the interview thing, but like some rappers, they get up there and then like they can't answer every question, or they don't know what they're talking about, or like don't know, ain't got the right vocabulary, or you know what I'm saying, ain't up to par.
Right.
Or just saying something that ain't got nothing to do with what everybody talking about. So we just made fun out of that. You know?
That's cool. That's gonna be real
Saturday
cool.
Night Live kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah.
It was like that. I was like a rapper by the name of Definition. So like when we ask me stuff, I'm like I get stuck like, yo, what's the definition of that? Like,
We got to pull that up.
That sounds like good family love.
Yes. Now, how did this start? Like, did you just was sitting there around and like, hey, let's smell some stuff?
My babies, they wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I didn't know how to help them. So I started looking at like tutorials on how to start a YouTube channel. I read a book on YouTube and how it works, and so I just started learning a little by little, and then I started practicing by doing like interviews and music videos and the comedy skits. We got a series coming out that we're working on. We got a couple short films that's up on there.
That's cool.
Yeah, and people like the logo, so they're like, hey, you got any shirts or something? And that's how it started with the merch. Like, I pressed up a few shirts. Now we got hats, shirts, beanies, socks.
That's so cool.
Sweatsuits. We got it.
You got it all.
What's the
the Gusto.
The Gusto.
The Gusto?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Gusto.
Hold on, we got someone calling. Hold on.
All right.
Hello, caller. This is the Poetry Justice Show. Can I get your name and why you were calling, please?
My name is Cameron Jackson, and I was just calling to shout out my my friend Kevin Moore. I know you guys are on the radio, and he's done big things in basketball. I just want to say I'm proud of him.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
How are you tonight?
I'm amazing.
Awesome.
How are you?
Pretty good. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you so much more for even calling, Cameron. We appreciate it. Thank you.
There, right there. To the right.
It's the Gusto.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me actually get this over here. And then we get this over.
Hold on, what is Cameron?
Alright, so we do this. That.
Into the Gusto.
We need this. And we're going to play this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, you guys, we are here with Definition.
The Definition is in the fucking building. Yeah, you already know what's up, LA in the building, man. It's your boy Definition. You know what I'm saying?
So the definition for definition is it because you can't really hear the tone of your voice when you rap because you're off beat so much? I said, what's the definition of your name?
Oh, it's like I know the shit behind the shit. Oh. Sometimes I can hear a little bit, that's why.
Okay. Can you turn the headphones up?
Turn it up, cause it's in my right side. I don't know how y'all, my left side. I don't know how y'all do it. Can you hear that good?
All right, let's get it.
Shit.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's your boy Def, man.
All right, all right.
So, as far as definition overall, what would you feel like would be your main reason for choosing overall that? Like, why that? Like, overall, besides you feel like definition.
Choosing what?
Definition, why that name? Why do you feel it pertains to you?
The name?
Yes, why? Your feelings.
You want me to, so you're trying to, basically what you asking for me.
It's why you choose definition.
The definition of my name.
Yeah, why is the definition? Why do you feel like you're the definition?
What do you think the definition of definition is?
I don't know, but why I'm asking you, why do you choose that?
Because I'm the definition. I know the shit behind the shit.
Oh, the shit.
Even behind this shit, everything.
Does it smell behind the shit?
I'm trying to figure that out.
You know the definition, nigga.
There it is.
You got shit, you know.
Look,
Shit.
so what is the definition's favorite meal?
The definition, favorite meal is eat your words, nigga.
What? All right.
I'm fucking this up.
All right. So what's the psychology behind that? I say, what are your thoughts behind?
Is the thought psychology?
Psychology, but I was trying to break it down for you.
Like what you breaking down?
It's the, okay, so the
Do you understand
psychotherapy.
what psychology is? Let's start there.
You gotta give me the definition.
All right, so I mean, you know, hey, look.
Hold on, 1 second. Hold on.
So far as to his terms.
Yeah.
What is your mind frame? Can we say?
We can say that. We can say that.
Yes, say that.
We can say that mind frame. Frame of mind. The way you
got confused me.
Okay. All right, let's slow down. All right, let me give him another question.
Start smaller.
So at your first
hold on. What?
Start smaller. Something
smaller.
so where we can build
Think
up.
big.
There you go. All right,
I
that's why I was
hope
about to go there.
I would
I
hope
was about
you
to go
would
big there. I was about to go big. At your first $100,000 show, what was the name of the white girl you took home?
Definitely.
Look here. Hey, look.
Because he's definitely,
Because he's definitely with the deaf
right.
shit. Hey, look.
I'm answering the questions right, guys.
He is answering the questions. But, hey, look. All we
He's
asked for
answering.
is an answer. But that's all we asked for.
All right.
We get the definition later. But he here right now.
She dead.
I can hear.
She don't hear.
I can
Turn her
hear.
headphones up.
Turn it up. Higher than
I'm
mine.
fine. Thanks.
I don't know.
All right.
All right, so I would like to know.
Hit me.
How is this? Do you feel your lifestyle and your name is cognitive to you?
Because I'm deaf to the shit.
See, I don't
What? Niggas lit.
what? So we gotta.
So do you? Okay. Let me ask for
What's going on? I don't know.
Niggas lit up in
for
this
those
bitch.
of you cognitive is the process of reading. So we're gonna try a different word. Okay.
Turn me up.
Okay. So better question.
I need better questions. I need better questions. I don't fucking look.
What type of reading material or things you do to improve your vocabulary and stay on top?
I don't have to read words. I read people.
Oh shit!
There it is. He said he read the people. Wait, but what if you got the same people in the studio every time?
But
I read them all the time.
Do they give you different vibes?
Okay, so pause, rewind. Okay, first off, you say your definition, okay? I'm gonna need you to be very more vocabulary. Okay, I need you to have more vocabulary, and I'm asking you things and you can't.
Okay, look.
I'm looking. I'm trying to hear.
Green is for the money. Gold is for the honeys.
Okay.
Definition.
There you go. Hey, look, I get that. Yeah, there it is. Now, what's the definition of a secret menu?
Undercover pussy.
There it is, because pussy's always on the menu.
Secret pussy. He said secret pussy, so it's undercover. Something like metaphors. Oh, I know about that. Did it hit? Was it over there?
You better hope he ain't got your menu.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, he is.
You can't afford my mistake.
Oh, say, but he the definition.
Right here.
He got the top.
I got it.
He got the top.
You got your
I got the top.
Whoa.
I'm gonna put the taco back now.
Look.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
I told you, I don't serve
Definition,
tacos.
he don't know the
Gourmet,
reason.
baby.
The
You never touched
definition.
it. Oh,
You
the
know about
sauce.
gourmet?
The sauce.
She in the sauce run.
Sauce.
Fuck the shit. I didn't fuck this. I got some shit.
So, can the definition wear some sauce?
Hell yeah.
All right. Now, do you know the definition of sauce?
Ragu, nigga.
There you go. Shit, if you ain't got
and
the
ragu.
sauce, if you ain't got sauce, you lost.
Oh, I mean, that's sauce. You ain't the boss. goddamn. But you ain't got the sauce, it's dry. Goddamn. Look, what's your last question? I ain't got none. You ain't got your last question? I need one question. One more question. I need the hardest question. I got one more question. Instead of a napkin, do you use a handkerchief?
Instead of a napkin, do I use a...
He said, God damn it, he said napkin.
Can it be a different napkin? Can it be a Taco Bell napkin?
A Taco Bell napkin!
If anything, I was thinking more like a Starbucks.
Or baby wipe?
Or baby wipe, no.
You gotta keep the baby wipes in the car.
You never know. But Starbucks, they cheap with their napkins, though. You can't wipe your ass with a Starbucks napkin.
They be thin them motherfucker. And some of them be hard to the motherfucker too in the hair.
That's why I said that. But Taco Bell napkins, that's right.
Like quilted, huh?
They like quilt.
Ain't it so?
Hey, go to Taco Bell, get you a napkin.
Oh God, wipe it off, you good. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay. This is hilarious. That was good.
This your boy Definition, man. I'm here, my good people. Say your names.
No filter, B.
Oh, Mr. Sauceman. Ain't got the sauce you lost.
Ooh, today we doing for the gusto. Subscribe, like, comment, share.
Yeah.
I love it. That is hysterical. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Now, did you like plan that one out? Was that all ad lib? How did that one work out for you, gentlemen?
We actually was doing a real podcast, and then we was like, "Hey, you want to shoot a skit record?" I'm like, "What we gonna do?" So it was like, "Yo, when niggas go to the radio station, don't know shit about shit." And I don't be smoking, so I was high. I was smoking them. I was like, "Man, I'm high as hell." That's when my eyes was so red. I was surprised I was still standing. It was the Red Bulls that was keeping me up. I'm like, "I'm high, man. I don't even smoke weed, bro." So yeah, we improv the whole thing. We didn't write anything down.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is great talent. Awesome.
Thank you.
Congratulations on those pieces. Oh, Lord.
Absolutely. That was hilarious. Great.
Man, all right. We got some good stuff going on.
And then tell our listeners how they can subscribe.
Go to YouTube, subscribe to the Gusto, THE, Gusto, GUSTO.
You know I'm thinking about CB4. You remember that movie CB4, MC Gusto? MC Gusto, God rest Charlie Murphy, God rest his soul. That was I love that movie. CB4. What you got for us, Lori G?
Yeah. So you said that you got started in the YouTube world by watching videos and reading and all of that. If there's someone out there who says, I want to start a YouTube, I want to get more engaged, what advice would you have for them?
Do what I did. Go to the University of YouTube and just whatever you want to learn how to do. I didn't know anything. Like I learned how to edit. I learned how to. It's just limitless, like resources that are free. Even like there's programs. I do it on my phone. Like there's no excuse for anybody who wants to learn how to like do skits and stuff. Yeah, it's very possible. It is not.
Watch YouTube.
Don't limit yourself.
YouTube will show you everything. They got everything on YouTube. And just watch other people too. Like when other people do skits, you can learn from them.
Yeah.
Do it your own kind of way.
I mean, that's why we call it YouTube University.
Yep.
Right?
It's a real thing.
That's wild. That's what I love is the passion.
Instead of watching like dumb videos, like I don't know, just wasting, just scroll, like just invest that time into learning something every day. Try to learn something about what you want to do. That's what my advice would be, is like all those World Star fight videos or whatever, like, or just watch something that for 30 minutes or something every day. Take notes too and like practice it. Like I learned how to do the thumbnails and stuff. I didn't know. I learned a lot by making mistakes too, like just messing up a lot. But that was the best lessons, I feel, from filming. And like I'm reading this book right now on screenwriting, like how to write a script and stuff.
That sounds exciting.
It helps with
And surround people,
organizing it.
Surround yourself around people who got like the same vision as you too. You know, we all everybody do different things, but it's all the same. We all on the same plane. You know, we got the camera guy, we got the people who got the facility for us to record. The other person probably got the funds for something, or the other person probably a good actor, or the other person is a comedian. You know, make sure your team got the right people around you. Everybody doing their part. Got a solid team.
I think that is important for support and motivation. Do you find motivation in your members of your team?
Oh yeah, on the way here, we just be talking in the car, like, yo, that's a skit. we talk about
everything.
Yeah, everything's a skit, or like something. We just talking about our problems, like, yo, my kid, man, he was woo-doo, man. My kid did the same thing. Hey, we gonna make a skit, man. Like everything, you know, just turn your negatives into positives. So.
Man,
that's how we be rocking.
So you use your life experiences to garner material.
Yeah, and it's more easier to act out. You know, so everything be solid.
I like
through
that.
this journey, has there been any discouraging moments?
Yes. It's like sometimes, like besides, it get overwhelming after a while. Like you want it done so perfect to the point you keep procrastinating or you keep overthinking.
Or you don't feel like you get in the support, like at points it's like, damn, I invest so much time and energy into it, and you don't see it's like you burn out a little, you know, like you don't see nothing coming from it. It's like so at that point it's like, do it. You gotta love to do it, because if you don't love it, you're just doing it for the money or whatever. That's not. I don't think it's gonna work. Cause so many times I've thought of quitting, like because it's just like, dang, am I wasting my time? Like, do I? But nah, like I can't quit. Like even like I don't know, just being like creative and creating. You know, it's just it's something. It keeps me going. Like it keeps me sane. It's like therapy. It's therapeutic for me for sure.
What advice would you give to listeners who have become a little discouraged with their filmmaking or creative writing journeys?
Stay consistent. Even if like don't stop doing nothing. If you can't do nothing else, just keep going or keep moving at the pace you've been moving. Even if it ain't creative enough, just stay on it, because eventually something's gonna snap in, something's gonna go, an idea or something. But if you just stop altogether, like.
That's the slogan. Go for the gusto. Go for the gusto. Like, go all out for what you want out of life.
Right.
Give it your, like, don't, have, like, just.
And then when you're doing the skits or whatever you're putting up, like, even like music-wise, like songs, like, even if like everybody ain't feeling this skit or that skit or this song or that song, just keep going, because one of them is gonna hit. One of them videos is gonna hit. One of them songs gonna hit. Then you're gonna create a. Somebody gonna be like, I want to see what else you've been doing. What else, like, see the history of the music, the skits and everything. And that's where it all comes back. Like, oh, I recorded that song like 2 years ago. I did that skit like 2 years ago. Now y'all messing with it, you know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's something.
Just off that one banger or that one skit that is popular, it's going viral. They want to see the rest of the work.
Yeah, and you just never know which one it's gonna be.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the journey too. That's like, oh man, that's like where it's at. You know, like I ain't thinking about the.
You have to just do it for the passion. I tend to think otherwise, you just get caught up. You know what I mean? What you think, Sissy?
I agree. I mean, I think you have to do it for the passion, right? Because that encourages you to be consistent. And I think it also, in some respects, you said you learned a lot in your failure, right?
Oh, for sure.
And I think we have to give ourselves permission with our passions to fail so that we can grow and learn.
But what about the business side of it? How do you handle the business side of, you've got this piece, right? You've got this skit. How do you like handling the promotion side and distributing it and putting it out there? How do you like that piece of it? Or do you?
Well, not for everything. Like, we sometimes just put stuff out and don't put money behind it or like promote it, like where we just
do it.
Yeah, just do it. But no, there's like
cool. That's what I like.
Yeah, I don't care about the views and all that. Like, it's just, it doesn't matter to me. Like, it's the like joy and.
Then we got the team will help too. The team will help promote. like when people got your family, your friends, like, you know, you my family, you my friend or something. Just, I ain't gotta pay you to do this. Like, just share. That's all you are.
That's all you gotta do.
Support is free, man. Like,
I know.
Or pull up, or buy some merch or something, buy a shirt, or just show some support. Show you got my back. Be an extra in one of the, you know.
Yeah.
And when they be coming, like sometimes they don't be want to put like, I'm shy, I'm scared, I don't ever, you know. Then when they actually start doing it, like, hey, that was fun, you know. They meet new people.
One thing I learned the hard way in the business part of it is like, at one point I invested in the merch like a lot, right? And I just bought a bunch of merch, and like I would even like give out merch for free, right? And then I'll just ask for a picture. Can you just take a picture so I can promote it?
That part.
And then some people wouldn't even take a picture though. Like honestly, it would be like, dang, like you know how this is like my hard-earned money. Like it's so you know, something that's so simple that
you would think.
Yeah.
That they would just a pick click.
Why do you think people don't do that?
I have no idea. Like I wish I could tell you, because I would do it for someone
else.
Like shout out my
that's what I'm talking about.
I love to support, you know, and people that support. Hip Hop with Lou is someone who supports, you know, like you for your you created a platform for people to come and promote their stuff.
Absolutely.
And that's beautiful to me. I
God bless you.
I'm truly grateful for you.
Me too.
And
thank you.
Yeah, so you gotta support people, you know, and not expect nothing in return. Like I don't do it like. I just like to reciprocate, and then because it comes back to you, honestly, like it does. I know that, like firsthand. Like,
and if it doesn't come to us, it comes to our children and our children's children. It's a legacy of love that we pass on. You know, at least I hope so. Yes, sir.
But yeah, don't invest a bunch of stuff and then give it out. And I mean, yeah, it's cool for promotion, but like. Dang, it's just like...
You don't get the return.
You know, I would say, like, hey, put it on real quick. Let me take a picture. All right, now you can keep it. That's what Yeah, because it'd be like, all right, man, when you wear it, take a picture. They're not going to do it. And the ones that do, shout out to the ones that do.
I ended up losing a friendship over something. You know what I mean, Hillary? Over something very similar. It was like over a T-shirt on the straight up. It was like, wow. It gets real out there. That's the part I was wondering. How do you handle that part? But see, I think it's like you say, this year, it's going to all be about just the passion of the work again. It's not about, oh my God, how many people looked at it? Oh my God, how many numbers did I get? Oh my God. You know what I mean? You know how many. I was on one. So I'm going to not be on one. I'm going to be more about the work. I'm going to be more about the passion again. So anyway, thought I'd throw that out there. What do you think, Sissy?
Oh, I so agree. No. I think the one thing, like when we look at the radio show, we just stay with it, right? And it's gone through many different generations and iterations of what it looked like. But my sister was passionate about being on the radio, right? And I'm the oldest sister, so I'm passionate about realizing her dreams. And we just stayed with it, and God is good, and we got to the place that we are now. But it's a journey, and it's discouraging because I know in the beginning, people that were in our circle that, you know, were friends or we went to school with, like old friends, and it's just a like. We're just saying, hey, just on your Facebook page or on your Instagram, just share it. Didn't happen. It wasn't until we stepped out of that and ended up with our biggest following being in Morocco.
Yeah.
Right? Really just stepping out of, you know what?
Like FB people around here, I'm like,
forget Compton High people. I love y'all, but you're not pushing me, right? And it was when we really expanded.
I do pop-up shops, and I'd be like inviting all my people, you know, some come, but it'd be strangers that buy the most merch off of me. I'm like, dang, like my own friends about like they.
So I guess maybe they're not as friendly as we thought, right?
Yeah.
Some people
they don't see the vision. Or like,
some people
they doubt it.
Some people be around you, like you be, like from my experience, I can't speak, you know.
Yeah.
Some people like they be cool, but then I be feeling like somewhat jealousy or something like that, or like just certain like they mess with you with like they probably don't like what they doing, but they don't want to put too much into you because of what they got going on, and they ain't even like that with you. You know what I'm saying? It just be all love and all that, like bro. It's all for all of us, you know. If you leave it up to me, but other people they don't look at it like that. So just be aware of like the company you keep. Sometimes people just be in the back just watching, like
right.
Like I didn't have all these people at my party. I didn't have all these people at my party. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do that with me when I was, you know, like it ain't even like that. You know, so just keep that good energy.
Yeah. But I think, you know, as you say, karma comes back around.
Tenfold.
Right? I mean, God is good.
Oh yeah.
And we've had people, you know, come in. Oh, can we learn how to podcast? Can we learn how to do this? Can we learn how to do that? And then they don't support you. They want you to support them, and they don't support you. Yeah. But we're still here. They're not. You know? And I think it's through God's grace and through our sense of service that we're able to continue on.
That's cool. Hey.
What's your business? What you got going?
It's kind of hard to follow what they just said. Nah, but as far as like my day to day, I primarily sell solar panels door to door. I still got my real estate license. On the side, I do skits and things like that. You know, I be on my little YouTube. So it's kind of like, as y'all were saying, what y'all were, you know, the journey going through. Like, I had to learn a lot of those lessons all along the way, especially with just like the support. I used to be frustrated for a long time because like there was a point in college I would drop skits, people wouldn't like them or support it, but they'll see me in class and be like, "Yo, that thing you posted 2 weeks ago at 4:44 p.m. That was the funniest thing I ever saw." I'm like, bro, I know I didn't see your name on there. like, bro, show me this love
on the get down.
On the thing.
Yeah.
So I went through my little period of just like, man, everybody.
Break that
here.
part, yeah.
But I kind of just put myself in a space where I just said, all right, let me remove the emotion and look at it this analytically. Like, people, if you're like, you know, entertaining in whatever form, they're gonna be possessive of you in terms of like, they're not gonna want to share you. Because they're like, all right, you're my little entertainment. I'm gonna just hold you in my back pocket. So my thing was like, I need to be able to force people's hand. Like, I need to make whatever I'm producing to push you to a point where you want to rep me and get me into the hands and eyes of strangers. Because yeah, it's crazy when you somebody who's seen only one of your things and they're like, yo, I'm all in with you.
Yeah.
Whatever you need. Do you need my couch, my social security? You know, that's what I'm looking for. I'm like, all right, I need to get to more strangers because they're going to accept me for where I'm trying to go and not hold me to the limitations of what people remember me as. So, you know, growing through my little social media phase and, you know, praise be to Allah where it is now. Yeah, I did want to start with a team and, you know, do it like, yo, we could do this and that, but when you talk about money or just getting stuff done, a lot of people just kind of disappear. And that's where, you know, the things that don't take talent, like work ethic, come into play. And it's like, you know, something as simple as, hey, let's agree to this date. Right. And I get it, stuff happens. Let's agree to a reschedule date.
Right, for sure. Follow through.
Just follow through. So, it got to a point where I didn't want it to happen, but yeah, I had to learn how to edit, produce, shoot, write all my own stuff by myself. That's why I love Nip, because when he would talk about like, yo, I had to press the button, record it, run back, I'm like, Nip, I go through all of that right now. So like, you know, my YouTube up there too. But what's it called? Yeah, once I just kind of got out of the whole like waiting for people to come and realize, yo, the demonstration is gonna bring people to the movement. That's kind of where I started to see success, and my stuff's like kind of, I do like a lot of racial stuff, like on the Dave Chappelle side, just because I'm very passionate when I talk about these things. Like I had my little phase in college where I was like debating anybody left and right on some, you lied about racism, I'm on your head, we need to talk about it. Like, don't tell me about black on black crime, because that's not, you know what I'm saying? So I had to figure out a new way to channel it. So I kind of just started doing skits of like, you know, being in the workplace as a black person. Like, I'm a big nerd. I like the animated cartoons, all of that stuff. And there was a point in my life where I thought, oh, these are safe spaces. Like, the world is racist, but anime, like, we're all nerds.
Right.
Wrong. It's 38,000 times worse in these spaces than it is in reality.
Are you serious?
So,
is anime the Japanese?
Yep.
Yeah.
With the
silk. It's racist?
The anime, they have like some racial undertones, but the community of people that enjoy it are racist, like the watchers of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I remember, y'all remember like the really silky shirts people used to wear back in the 90s with like the dragons and stuff? Oh, yeah. You would think like, okay, that's just a, square dude, he just doing his thing. Them are terrible people on the road.
Oh my God.
Them people are.
Not the silk dragon.
What? The silk dragon people will tear your ass up online, okay? You might push them.
You live through it.
I'm talking about you try to be their friend. You could never play me in Dungeons and Dragons. And fuck you too, Kyle. Like,
not Kyle.
So, yeah, like it was just. It was just crazy realizing that. I'm all like, damn, you're really not safe being black nowhere. Right? You know what I'm saying?
Not even in anime world.
And here's the cold thing. It's like there's levels to like when you understand just like our history and how we get this done in the media. A lot of the time you can't really voice anything because they'd be like, well, there's one black person, so be happy. So like,
right.
Yes, there's one. And we're in a fictional world where y'all doing backflips off clouds, there's dragons and talking rocks. But I'm still getting the same reality in real life in this imagination world. Like in your wildest imagination, I'm a rapper. In your
wildest, right.
As far as your mind can stretch, you're like, all right, we got a galaxy, green, blue people. Them niggas is they rapping. They rapping. So like I would just do the skits, and they're pretty much from the point of view of literally just trying to be black and getting hit with like the fake support and the we're not racist. Look, I eat hot sauce too, like that type shit.
Oh my God, right.
And then I do LA skits just because I mean we all live in the hood, and granted we have our troubles in the hood, but I just always, I don't know if it's like a bad thing, but I just love the hood with all my heart,
Yes, sir.
Like I love the community. I tell people like I think the trauma and growing up through all that stuff is what made everybody so like a tight unit. You know what I'm saying? Like I always cared more about like the hood accolades than I did about the world. It's like I'd much rather be known just in my community than in Hollywood or across. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And not to disrespect credit from that, but it's just something about when it's your own. So like a lot of my LA skits are just like what not to do, and here's what happens if you do this. Like, okay, we all talk that ain't nobody finna bang on me, ain't nobody finna, I'm tougher than tough. And it's all like, bro, there's a lot of people who are tough and about it that are in the grave. You know what I'm saying? But we never think past that emotional moment of what size shoe you wear. Nigga, my size. Like, okay, cool, I get it. It is your size shoe, but is it worth not getting home tonight?
Right.
Because as you get older, like the cool points don't stack up the same way. Like if you get into
cool points, I love it. For real.
You get into a fade in high school and middle school, bro. You can go back to school and say, "Yo, I won. My social credit go up." The ladies like, "I want to be with him. He could fight." Like, oh my God, like he's so. Oh my God.
That's so true.
But like the second you graduate, that shit's not there.
I
Like,
know.
I stole off on that mark in the parking lot. Like,
like it's for real though. It's so for real.
You gonna go to work like I beat his ass though. Like, bro, this is a work meeting. Nobody cares, bro. Like if you get quote unquote punked, like, hey, shit, get out this parking spot or I'm spraying it up, bro. That is your spot. You got it, bro. Like
you can have it, bro.
I'm not finna be, I'm not finna tell Jesus, I kind of died because he wanted my parking spot. Like, that shit, that don't do nothing for me.
Add up.
So it's and granted, like, yeah, if you gotta, that's the thing about LA. I tell people, like, yeah, there's a way to move. Honestly, if you move with respect and just like a genuine energy. And don't get me wrong, there has to be some level of divine intervention at the end of the day. But like, you can get through a lot with just respect. Yeah. Like I know killers, bangers, the hardest of hard dudes, and simple, how you doing, brother? All right, cool. He just square, he on his way. That'll get you through it. Right. But if he on 10 looking for something, and you on 10 like, shit, I'm gonna respond.
It's a combustion.
It's only gonna go left. There's just no other way to do it. And people are always like, well, what about the hats and this and that? I'm like, look, bro.
Oh, my son played for the Mariners, but like,
but he already know though.
Right.
So it's all like, and I had to learn that because I remember. Shout out to my boy Preon. He used to take me from school, and I used to love my Blue Jays hat. I remember one day we driving down Slauson Pass over here. As soon as we hit the light on La Brea, he just smacked the hat off my head. I'm looking at him, I'm like, hey man, I'll do something something to you. Like, why you do that?
I'm saving your life.
Stay on it.
Yeah. That's why I just flip that shit.
And the cold part is like there's no like class you take to learn all these rules. It's just different life experiences you learn. Like, oh shit.
Oh my God.
He's like, you can't wear that over here. And I was like, fuck it. So every time we got close to La Brea, I just be like,
yeah, that part. Like, yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, it's just because there's that, and then kind of just shed some light on it. And then, cause you got, and the craziest thing to me is like out of town people that come and be shocked every time they find out LA is really LA.
That part right there. Be like, what the fuck? What did you think? It was a joke?
It's just the
think
scene.
we're joking, man?
It's just the color.
It's just the
color. You about to get your ass beat.
Like on the real, you saw what happened to Biggie's ass on that bullshit. I'm just saying. I know that's harsh, but it is
that's
what
the
it is.
reality,
No,
bro.
for real,
Like,
for real.
nobody's bigger than the program. Like, how many? Like, and no disrespect, but like we see, like, you know, well-known people come here thinking that
bullshit.
I've got enough money to be bigger than the program. Okay. Sir, you could get hit just like everybody else. Like,
everybody.
Nobody's untouchable out here, bro.
Nope.
And it's like, unfortunately, we got that bravado of, I'm going to LA. I'm gonna show these niggas how I go. And then all of a sudden, you like, this is my obituary. Why I did not succeed in my mission. Like,
they didn't pump me though.
They didn't pump me though. Y'all can't even hear me saying this, but and it's like it's a fine line between being a punk and being dead, bro. So it's like
it's a thin line.
That's how I be now. I had got shot last year in the chest.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was going to work and somebody was blocking the streets. I'm on the phone. I'm like, yeah, we'll do. I'm like, you know, you be on the phone. You're like, man, what the fuck? Ain't nobody moved yet? I'm like, dude hopped out like, what's up? I'm like, what's up? He's like, what's up? I'm like, what's up, nigga? I'm like, what's up, nigga? He's like, what's up? I'm like, all right, here we go.
Here we go.
I hop out the car. Yeah, we hop out the car. I'm like, he got off on me.
Oh shit.
I jumped back in the car. Oh shit. I look at myself. Oh shit. I had to get up out of there. But now I'm like, something happened like a couple weeks ago. I was driving down the street. It was like a real narrow street. I had like I had the Gusto hat on too.
You popped that shit off. Huh?
Yeah. A big ass like trash truck was right there. And it was like a bunch of young dudes out there. They was like blocking both sides of the street. They had the doors open and everything. I seen the trash truck. I was like, I knocked the whole hat off my head. I drove past them. What's up, brother? What's up, bro?
Yeah. The church move.
Hey, brother,
The shit nice and breezy up in this bitch.
Because, and that's the thing, like, bro, Spank, right? You got shot, and when you sitting there, you're like, bro, this ain't cool. I don't feel no better. The hood ain't out here like, bro, Spank is that guy right now. Like, your hood credit, bro, just went up 700 points. Like, I fuck with Spank. You feel me? Like, nigga, the record deal's here. And that's not how it goes. You just be sitting there like, bro, I could have just said my bad and went in the car. Like,
I was in the hospital. I was like, man, I have to go to the hospital. When I was in the ambulance, I'm like, I ain't got to go to work today.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm like, this shit, the trade-off. Because I'll be honest, I used to have a lot of issues. I used to be a bad kid growing up. And it wasn't until, like, you know, thank God for my cousins. They must have whooped my ass something fierce. Like, you know, you get that one ass whooping that still hurt the day after it happened. Because you get an ass whooping as a child, you're like, man, I sleep this shit off. But I woke up, went to school, and as I sat down, it stung. I was like,
oh no.
It literally hurt for 5 days, and I was like, okay, now I understand that certain actions don't it don't equate to what I gotta go through to go through it. So it just make you think like, all right, let's say I do win this, bro. You don't win nothing fair in LA. If you win a one-on-one, you're getting jumped or shot. That's the level of escalation.
On the sad real though.
You feel me? If you get lucky enough to get jumped and didn't get stabbed, you're getting shot. Like no one's gonna go to sleep like, damn, that nigga can fight. All right. Hey, you got it. You got a left hook. I swear to God. You're getting like, people have to die about the disrespect out here, and it's like I get it to an extent, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I value my life enough to say like, bro, for this situation that I'm not gonna care about in a week, bro, you got it. Like you fucking got it. So,
I would love to see one of your skits.
You could throw on, if you scroll, I think I did an LA one recently. So that's like the hats. It's just like, you know, of course, the name one hats. If you go to the shorts, actually, go to the shorts. Scroll down, please. Scroll down. That one right there. How every hand sign is gang related.
Alright, hold on. Let me go over here. Then let me go over here. Okay, and let's see. Let me go over here. Do this. Do that. And 3, 2, 1.
LA is nice. It is okay with me.
Better put that hand down or it'll be a man down.
Who said that?
It's me. Over here, silly.
Hi, I'm your local LA tour guide, here for a tidbit on hand signs. I can't throw up, okay? Whoop, there it is. That is a blood hand sign, which is what you'll be throwing up soon if you keep it up. Okay, what about peace up, A-Town down? They're gonna pick the piece up and shoot you in your chest. Now it's gonna be a man down. That sign belongs to the Hoovers. Hey, Groove. Damn, bro, what about a thumbs up, huh? The guns will go up because 30 Crip is what you're throwing up. Well, then what can I do, bro? Try a black power sign or a assalamu alaikum.
LA is nice. It is okay. Bro, everything ain't really gay. I'm like, bro, this shit, like, you don't realize how deep it is until you think about it. Like,
right.
Yeah, you should keep your fucking hands down at all times.
Basically, no hats like this.
No.
Anybody said that?
You gotta get a Yamaha or bucket hat.
Straight up. Straight up. So, and these are just because, like, I'm not a gang member. Like, I know everybody has had an influence. Like, the influence and the pull of the streets happens to everybody. For me, it was all like, I'm cool with everything except, like, just the crime on random stuff. Like, I was like, I can't get jiggy with that. I thought it was cool to, like, all right, we can fight them, see who got the best hands, cool. When it just went to guns, I was like, fuck this. I play video games. So, yeah, I'm just a big nerd. And, you know, I just talk from experience because, like, I think a lot of the times there's this air of, well, if you didn't gangbang, you ain't really LA. I'm like, bro, there's a lot of non-gangbanging people that go upside your fucking head something bad in LA. Like, a lot of the stuff be happening, it just be on some LA to LA stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, kind of just airing out that side of what it's like to go through LA, other than being the one that's doing the aggression and things like that.
So what sparked you to start filming this and being comedic? Because you said you sold soda panels.
Yeah. You know, shout out to my pops. I'm first generation Nigerian. You know, he sounds like Mufasa, but I watched him build his business of medical contracting from literally an Astro van with no seats in it to a full-on office and a whole bunch of stuff. So he kind of just instilled in me at a young age, like, yo, it's possible if you just get out here and grind for it. And that's one thing I do respect, you know, say what you want about our community. Even the minister said, you know, he don't got a problem with gangs so much as he do the product. Like, we have all the entrepreneurialism. Like, we got distribution, we got contacts, we got re-up points. It's just the product. Like,
right, absolutely.
If you switch this to t-shirt or clothes, and this is $1 billion. Like, so I've always just realized, you know, to the 9 to 5 point, I guess I'm hyper. I kind of just like moving and having a different day. So being able to just go out and grind every day, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but that's more fulfilling on the win side and the upside than the other. And no diss to the 9 to 5 because, you know, I'm not part of entrepreneurial Twitter to where it's like, if you work a job, and I don't know how you do it. It's like, well, somebody's got to work. Right. Because if you get a business, who's going to work for you?
Absolutely.
So that's that. But I've always just been a silly, goofy dude. Like, I've just been nutty since I was born. So I think over time, just watching like the type of stuff I watch, like I watch very unconventional shows. Like I still watch, you know, all of our black sitcoms. Like personally, I think Jamie Foxx show and Steve Harvey show are underrated and don't get talked about.
Jamie Foxx.
You feel me?
Jamie Foxx is business.
Okay, caller, Faggot Mama. You are joining us here on the Poetry of Justice show. May I get your name and why you are calling today, sir or madam?
Ja.
How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic here. So, do you have a comment or a shout out or anything that pertains to the discussion?
Oh no.
You want to do a shout out?
It don't matter.
All right. Who you want to shout out?
Okay.
I'm just trying to say what's up.
What's up?
What it do?
What up?
What up?
What's your phone now?
You guys talk
What's
with
going on,
John?
my boy? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey,
We
man, we
good.
chilling.
Great.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I had a wonderful day today.
What you do today? You work today or you just chilling?
Well, I had to work at one point today. I got me a little part-time job. I'm in college right now. So, I'm trying to get a little bit of lunch money. You feel me?
That
So, I do this part-time gig, and all it was really was just washing some trucks. But it was light work. So I took care of business.
Absolutely, particularly with that rain coming.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It's funny you say that because I'm actually a meteorology major.
Oh, turn up.
Talk to me about that now. What made you decide on that?
Well, you see, when I was 5 years old, right, there was a bad storm. Right, I'm from at the time I was in Orangeburg, South Carolina. It was a bad supercell thunderstorm, right, all over the news. And I was playing outside and it started to hail, right, and I was like, damn, I should probably get inside, but I was just kind of staring at it, and then I was under this tree, and lightning struck the tree, and I watched it happen. It was cool as hell, man. So, ever since that point, I was kind of just like, if I could choose what I want to do, it'd be something that relates to, the weather. So that's how I decided on it,
I'm thinking about storm chasing. You know what I'm saying? But how connected do you think that is to spirituality in order to watch those storms? I do understand. My mother talked about the storms a lot. But how close is that to spirituality, in your opinion?
How close do I think, the weather is connected to spirituality?
Meteorology and spirituality. Is there a connection, in your opinion?
Honestly, I think it's strictly a science. I don't think spirituality plays a role particularly, but I feel like, when you're out and about in a storm, you kind of have that sixth sense. You kind of feel that something's wrong. You kind of feel a little bit in danger, like you need to take more precaution. So I feel like sensibility definitely plays a role, but not as much spirituality.
Okay. Have you ever been in an earthquake?
In an earthquake?
Yes.
No. We don't have many of those where I live. There's only one major fault line, and I'm not really near it. So.
And where do you live, sir? What state?
I live in South Carolina.
Oh wow. Okay, so you're still in South Carolina. Oh my goodness, the Carolinas is so beautiful there. Dangerous.
Yeah. I actually go to school in Charleston, so it's pretty nice. I get to be on the streets out there, and it's really cool. It's all really old timey and stuff. So.
My sister and I got to visit Charleston not too long ago, about a month or so ago.
Oh.
Yeah, beautiful place.
Yeah,
You're correct.
Yeah, traffic kind of sucks. The roads are really old, but once you get past that, it's a pretty cool place to stay, in my opinion.
I appreciate that. Well, thank you so much for taking your time to call us on the Poetry of Justice show. We really do appreciate it. Did you have anything else you want to share tonight?
No, ma'am, that's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night.
Thank you, you too.
To the meteorology major, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
I cannot wait to see you. I'll be waiting to see you on one of the anchor shows. So don't.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye. Sorry.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought that was very interesting, huh, Rashid?
That was random.
I know. That's what makes it so cool, right? Improv, right? Just what we were talking about.
Very interesting, very random, but it's like, you know what?
Meteorology, that's fire.
Right?
But hey, we reach someone in South Carolina.
There you go. Look at us.
And in South Carolina, it's like
Augusta.
it's almost 10:40 for him right now.
I know.
He tuned in.
A regular listener.
Tuned in.
I know. Look at us.
All right, back up, mama. Let's bring them habits up.
I have a question for you, each of you on the panel. I take it from my sissy, so I have to give her a credit. What would you tell your younger self? How many years, Lori?
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just a younger version of who you are.
In terms of advice or cautionary, just something. What would you tell your younger selves?
Take life serious. Take life serious and appreciate the people around you. love the people that love you around you. Try not to mess up so much.
Okay.
Because there's certain stuff.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Okay.
Hi, I would like to give a shout out to my dad and the Gusto.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mimi. Love you, baby.
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. How's your Saturday going?
My Saturday's going good. How's yours going?
It's going pretty good. It's really exciting now because you called us. I'm super excited. Do you have something special you want to say? Go ahead.
I just want to say I love my dad. I just want to shout him out and the Gusto.
Love you too, baby.
That's so beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rashid. Thank you, baby girl. Thank you so much.
That was beautiful.
That is so sweet.
She can hang in if you want to. Let the baby hang in. I said, you want to hang in there with us for the rest of the show? You can hang in with your daddy.
I'm doing something right now.
Okay, whatever you want to do, gorgeous.
She said it's Saturday night.
All right, beautiful.
I love you, Mimi.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
Love you too. Have a nice night.
You too.
Y'all be safe.
Likewise. You too. Likewise.
That's so beautiful.
That's my oldest right there. She's gonna be 16 on the 12th.
Oh my goodness. How are you going to handle that? How are you preparing your mind? Getting your mind right?
Yeah, she already. I'm still dealing with it. I don't know. I wanted all boys, but he gave me a girl first. But it's fun. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
She
know.
tall too. She's almost taller than me.
Oh, like a model, I bet, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Those days are exciting, huh, Lori G? I have 2 girls. My sister had 2 girls, so it's like, yeah, it's gonna be the fun times.
Oh,
yeah, it's exciting.
Oh, yeah. My seatbelt and something else.
That part. What would you tell your younger self, sir? Your younger self.
I never thought about that. I would say to not wait, not to put off something, like just don't procrastinate, just go for it, just start, like just keep putting stuff off, and I wish I would have started sooner, and I think right now I would have been way farther, than overthinking, wait till the time I ain't ready yet, I don't got it all, the equipment and stuff, I need to wait till I got a good mic or a good camera, or I just said, man, forget it, I'm gonna just start with what I had, and it's working, but I did waste a lot of time. I wish I would have,
But do you think it was waste or journey?
Definitely journey and experience, just life, experiencing life, but
yes.
I would have, that's what I'm trying to do with my kids now, show them what I wish I knew, or, teach them what I wish I,
So we get to do it
the stuff
over.
that they don't teach us in schools, so, the credit and ownership, home ownership, how to taxes, all that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
financial literacy.
Yeah, definitely. Financial freedom and just, I just want to set him up for success. Like my dad, he did what he, the best he could, but he had a 2nd grade education.
That's beautiful.
My dad started working right after, as a kid in Mexico. So it was ignorance, but it was love.
Love.
He taught me love and always being there. My mom, she passed when I was shortly after I was born. So that's another thing I would tell myself is don't I don't know, dwell on that. I don't know. I did I don't know. I wish I would have learned or how to deal with, or seek therapy sooner. Definitely got help, like with dealing with what I was going through. You know?
Yes.
And I would have skipped a lot of alcoholism and all that, like a lot of pain that I was trying to like numb away and stuff. So, I know I'm 10 years sober.
All right, congratulations.
It took a lot.
Who you telling?
Thank you.
I ain't even there yet, so.
One day at a time, by
Yes.
God's grace. October 17th was 10 years for me.
Praise the Lord, that's so beautiful.
And I'm loving every minute of it, man. Like it's still hard times, and it's not easy all the time. But that's another thing I would have told myself: don't go that route. I know stuff it hurt. It's stuff, it's hard, but that's not the answer. Like it is,
But does you think it had to make who you are today?
For sure, it definitely made
because
me
that
stronger.
pressure,
I don't
right?
have no
For that
regrets.
diamond.
Yes. Yeah, pressure. Yeah.
You never know.
Definitely. Now I don't have no regrets. Like it made me who I am.
Yes, sir.
But it's like, dang, like I could have, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But yet that's our younger self. We got that opportunity to tell the younger self. That's what we would tell them. It happened. And I know a lot to tell my younger self. I'd be like, girl. But so we don't go back, right, and tell that younger self. What would you tell your younger self?
Me?
Yeah, you. Look at her. Sit down. You. Who? You. Yeah.
I would tell my younger self that don't always color inside the lines. That it's okay to push up against those boundaries, and it's okay to have a plan for yourself, right? I spent, and I'm not saying this is bad, and I think like you, I wouldn't necessarily change anything, but there were always expectations set for me, and I was just such a rule follower. I just met those expectations, but I never took a moment to really think about what are the expectations being set, and do I like them?
Right.
Just because you're good at something, I don't think it's necessarily has to be the thing you do, right? And I spent a lot of time, I believe I missed out on different experiences, good or bad, because I just colored inside the lines. And I push myself now. Being on this radio show, guys, I'm coloring outside the lines, right? I was the money person behind the scenes, and now I'm here on the anchor desk. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
So that would be what I would tell my younger self, is to not always color within.
It's gonna be a wild woman, huh?
Not just wow, but not just wow, but take
Remember
some
like that pig we saw? Remember that pig that was painting that pig? That painting pig.
The
Y'all
painting
seen that?
pig. We
Yep.
see the painting pig.
Rome, what are you gonna tell that younger you?
Don't take everything personal, and it's okay to be confident. Similar to what Lori shared, I spent a lot of time just trying to meet expectations, get that outside approval. But at every point of success, it was always because I was confident in myself and the move I was making. And as far as taking things personal, it made me make a lot of rash decisions that I didn't have to.
Gotcha.
And the reason I was taking it personal was because my own insecurities. So if I was to actually look at the things being said and take them in from a healthy mind state, it's like, well, does it make sense or does it not? And then act based on that. So
Makes sense. I like that.
What would you tell your younger self?
I told you, I was like, girl, stop tripping. Oh, what would I tell her? I'd be like, girl, just stop tripping. What did I tell her? Which age? See, that's the thing.
Any age.
I'm gonna go back to maybe Jackie 18. Keep going. Just keep going. Don't look back. Don't stop. Just don't stop. Just keep going. I'll be like Thelma and Louise on that one. Just keep going. Just keep going. See what happens. Keep going. I took a wrong turn back there, y'all. You know what I mean? Sometimes I remember if y'all. I remember. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this. It is the truth. You know, I grew up in Compton, so y'all might not know that, but
Compton in the house.
Boom, shakalaka. So like, sometimes I'm gonna tell you, whoo, it's just the truth, y'all. I'm gonna tell the truth tonight. I'm gonna tell the truth and shame the devil, Lord. You make a wrong turn back there somewhere, and I never forget I was being bad. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I was being bad. Bro. I was being bad in terms of my mother and father were very strict, weren't they, Lori? I think they were strict on us, but it worked. The plan worked. Anywho, God rest her soul, she's dead. Hopefully she's not listening in heaven. And so this one particular evening, my mom was at work, right? She had a PTA evening meeting. I know exactly. You know the story, you just never heard it broken down to this level. So anywho, my mama was at work. She worked at a high school in the city of Compton. So she was there at a little later PTA meeting. So she had her car, so she took the Regal, right? I don't know if he was at the crib or was you gone. But anyway, she left the other car, my sister's car that she would drive from time to time, the Riviera. We had a Riviera, a Buick Riviera. My daddy died when we was young, y'all. And so this is like post my father's death. My mother had a really difficult time, of course. And so this is like our family kind of getting back. Not getting back, but just trying to do something. Right. Just trying to get it together, just keeping it moving smooth, right? Sissy's in college at this time. My sister's like at USC. She went there on a full academic scholarship. That part right there, straight out of Compton, 18 years old. And she's a trailblazer. And so, anywho, I was kind of considered, I'm the younger one. And I'm the bad one, if they had to say. I'm going to just put it out there. So, anywho, I decide I'm going to go over to this boy's house, right? And he went to, he lived on the other side of town. He went to school on the whole other side of town, right? So, I decided to get in my mama's and daddy's Buick Riviera. Here I go, rolling down Wilmington. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm just rolling down Wilmington, and I made a left on 134th Street, you guys. See, you knew the story. You just did it. And that was the wrong turn I made, y'all. Right on in the front hood. Right on in the front hood, a little liquor store right there. And then like it was like a bunch of people in the street. And I should have known. I should have just bagged back all the way back. You know, because we had that V8. I didn't do that. No, I just waited for the crowd to disperse. And then I went on. And then I had to make the block to go back to the other street. And I made a wrong turn sometime. Not a wrong turn, but it was a tough turn. Don't you think that was a tough turn? Was that the turn you thought I was going to make, player? Did you think I was going to make that turn? You didn't think I was going to make that? Why is she laughing at me? She asked me. See, she go ask me a question and now I answer it. She don't want to talk to me. Hey. You playing the fifth? You playing the fifth?
She said that's what we're doing?
She playing the
That's what we're doing?
Nah, I'm just showing out.
Wrong turns, right turns.
To the left, right, left, right,
it's
or
not
left.
Where you turn. It's how you get out of where you are, right?
Yeah.
I'm like that rapper that you were doing on your skit.
Oh yeah.
What's the definition?
I'm definition right now.
I love definition. That's the guest star doing the definition.
Okay, caller. This is the Poetry of Justice show. Can I get you to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, hello?
Yes, hello. Can I get your name, please?
Shit, my name's Tank.
Tank? Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you calling for somebody, or do you want to give a comment? Do you want to give a shout out?
Yeah, I was just. Oh, first off, can I cuss on you? I don't want to get.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just calling to show support right quick for real.
Okay.
I'll be seeing your little videos on Instagram. Them joints funny as a mug.
Hey, well, thank you so much. That means the world to us. Thank you for taking the time to check us out. That means the world.
Yeah, I was like the little Seawalk videos you putting up too. You a little sturdy with it too. Let me find out.
Wait. You said Seawalk videos?
Yeah.
Wait, is this Glock Tank from IG?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Glock, what it do, man?
Everybody was looking at who's that for?
Man, good luck, Tank. You had that shit. We like, okay. Everybody do the first 2 steps.
I know, it's everything.
I'm gonna set it off in here, Glock.
Somebody had a camera last time I did that.
Oh my God.
They gonna track the east.
I mean, like, I almost did that on Thursday,
But nobody's saying nothing. We all.
Oh my God. Yeah. Hey, Tank, man, appreciate you, bro. I just followed you back.
That's beautiful.
I ain't gonna take up too much of your time for real. Just want to show support right quick, you down.
I appreciate you, fam.
Videos since day one, you heard.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
Alright. I'm out at y'all later.
Oh, thank you so much for calling. That is beautiful. I love it. I love it.
All right. This is the Poetry of Justice show. Caller, can I get your name, please?
Yes, my name is Cherry on Top.
Cherry on Top.
Absolutely.
And who are you calling for, madam?
I'm calling to give a shout out to my brother Spank Blue. Yeah, big Cherry on Top.
That's what I'm talking about.
Y'all gotta keep working and doing what y'all doing. I'm inspired. I love it. All right.
When you gonna come up here, sis? You gonna have to come, Cherry on Top.
Oh yeah.
All right. Whenever I'm invited, I'll be on my way.
All right, sis. We gonna make it happen. That part,
All right,
queen.
I love y'all.
Later, sis.
Thank you.
All right. Be safe and have fun. Do it up.
We turning up tonight, baby.
All right. See you soon. I'm getting dressed.
So cute. All right, be great, sis. Be careful. She said
right.
she getting her clothes on.
All right. Wow, that was a very interesting episode.
Yes, it has been.
I
blessed.
will say that. My goodness gracious. So,
Your younger self.
my younger self, it's okay to make mistakes.
Okay.
And it's okay to not be okay with
What you do?
yeah, back in my move, with just certain situations, especially just in high school, back in my move. It's okay to be that shoulder to cry on, but at the same time, there's a time and a place to just have to just put all that to rest.
There you go. It's the Poetry of Justice show. Ah, you're right.
Rocka.
Rocka.
Last one.
Yeah, like I always say every time you ask me that question, just take your time. Focus on yourself and your credit and being financially stable. That's it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, I have had an amazing time. What about you, Lori G?
I had an incredible time.
Right, good. What about you, Spain?
I enjoy myself. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, bless you too.
I had a blast.
Yeah, will you guys come back again? Is it? Yeah.
This was a ball. This felt.
Hey,
Yeah.
the music in the background was real soothing.
Yeah.
I felt like I was walking through church. I'm like, we gonna sit right here.
It's like lo-fi.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do a skit with y'all.
I do have lo-fi playing in the background right now.
We're gonna do a radio show skit or something like that. Yeah.
Definition part 2.
That part, right? Yeah, it's gonna be off the chain, y'all. I can't wait. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look, you want to take us out? We got a little more time if you want to, a little bit.
Okay. Oh, we have 1 minute. So 1 minute, give people your information so they can follow you and subscribe to your channel.
Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram, SpankBlue, SPANKBLU_146ST.
Right. Righteous. Follow the Gusto_official. The Gusto_official. And subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just YouTube the Gusto. Thank you.
Okay.
Subscribe to my YouTube, Rome Knows, all correct spelling, Rome Knows. My Instagram and all my handles are at IHEANAJU. Once again, IHEANAJU. ANAJU. Ladies, I sell hair as well online, so go ahead and buy some bundles from me. Yeah.
I need some extensions.
Thebundleboss.com. Thebundleboss.com. That is thebundleboss.com.
Indian, Bahamian.
Yes, ma'am. Come on now.
Oh, it's been a great time, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for having
I
us.
tell you, you come back again.
Hell yeah.
It's a vibe, baby.
That's it. Thank you, Rashid.